traveling is hard enough with all the headaches, logistics, and lately rising fees. But you can outsmart your fellow traveler on planes, trains, and automobiles, even hotels, with our insider travel tips. The trick to knowing if it's time to buy now or wait for a fare sale is to check the flight's occupancy. If there are only a few seats left, book fast. Prices will likely rise from here on out. Flat fee upgrades are becoming more common and the cheapest way to fly upper cabin, despite the fact that airlines do not advertise these deals. It's not quite first class, but often means more legroom, more earned miles, and early boarding. Prices depend on the number of seats free and range from $50 to $250 for domestic flights and up to $500 for overseas crossings. Next, everyone knows that volunteering your seat on an overbooked flight is an easy, if inconvenient way to earn free air travel. But did you know that Fridays are often the best day of the week to give up your seat? That's right. According to insiders, with business travelers desperate to get home and leisure travelers departing on weekend trips, few are willing to give up their seat on a Friday night.
The more desperate the airline is, the better deal you're going to get. This is particularly true on peak travel days like Thanksgiving Eve and Christmas Eve. So if you're planning on traveling on these days, you should book a morning flight and then plan to volunteer to get bumped to an afternoon one.
Now, if you want to outsmart your fellow traveler through your frequent flyer miles, it sometimes helps to enlist an expert. Experienced award specialists can help you use your own loyalty programs to help you make the most of your trip. But even if you don't have miles to work with, good old travel agents can still save you time and money, and their services are free to use. I recently worked with an agent and saved about 30% on flights alone. If you prefer to travel by land, consider rail. It's often cheaper than both driving and competing airfares, especially true in high-speed corridors along the Northeast. And if you're traveling with kids or seniors, this is a no-brainer. Children ages 2 to 15 ride for half off, and infants always ride free. As for car rentals, Hertz and other big rental car firms are increasingly offering hourly rates for their cars.
One great site is autoslash.com. You can kind of think of it as the kayak for car rentals. What's even more is that after you've made your reservation, Autoslash continues to search for great rates. And if it finds a better one, it goes ahead and cancels that initial reservation and rebooks you at the lower rate.
Now that you've landed at your destination, time to make the most of your lodging. And just like flyer miles can earn you free airfare, hotel loyalty programs are among the most generous to members.
At JetSetter, one loyalty program we love is the Starwood Preferred Guest Program. This gives you access to great brands like Sheraton, Westin, and Le Méridien. Basically 1,000 hotels in almost 100 countries.
Even if you're not a loyalty member, don't be shy to ask about upgrades, especially at the big hotel chains. In fact, the best time to ask is around 6 p.m. the day you check in, at which point hotel clerks can see which of their better rooms are likely to go vacant. And there you have it, lots of ways to travel smarter and save. Got any more tricks? Connect with me on Twitter @Farnoosh and use the hashtag FinFit. For Yahoo Shine, I'm Farnoosh Torabi.